What's up guys, and welcome back to another video with Sci Cafe. And today we'll try to talk about the embassy track versus the university track, which a lot of you guys have asked me to talk about. In fact, there isn't much to talk about in this matter, but I'll try to give you guys general tips on how to choose your track. At the end of the day, if your application is very strong, it doesn't matter which way you go, you have very good chances either way. So the first thing we could talk about is just quick differences between the embassy track and the university track. So the embassy track, which I have applied through, by the way, has multiple phases. So the first phase is the application phase. You fill in your application, you send it to the embassy, and then the embassy committee evaluates your application. If they like it, they will call you to sit for an interview at the embassy. And then they usually call like triple the quota. So if your country has 4 in their quota, then they usually will call for around 12. And then they will select double the quota after the interview, and they send them to the NIIED. The NIIED will then make the last selection, and then they will select 4 out of those 8, for example. And then after that, they will send your application to the universities you have chosen in your application. And the condition here is that at least one of those universities should accept you. If the university accepts you, one of those universities accepts you, and you have no disease that prevents you from coming to South Korea, then congratulations, you're an official scholar of the KGSP. The university track, on the other hand, it's kind of a shortcut because you send your application to the university, and the university will evaluate your application, and then they might conduct an interview with you. And then after that, if they like you, they will send your application to NIIED, and the NIIED again will make the final selection. And again, if you don't have any disease, congratulations, you're a scholar. Now we could talk about things to consider before applying. So the first thing you could consider is the number of seats available for each track. You can calculate your chance by evaluating this factor. So sometimes one track has more seats than the other one, and that might give you more chances. In my case, it was 3 versus 1, 3 for the embassy versus 1 in the university track. So I didn't want to risk that one, that's why I applied through the embassy track. But the only problem with this principle is similar to that with some good-looking people, where others think that they must be in a relationship because of their beauty, and then they remain single forever. That's the same here, when like some candidates think that certain track is riskier, and then all of them go to the other track, and then that riskier track has more chances all of a sudden. Next, so for the university track applicants, you might need to check your qualifications versus the admission requirements of the university you're trying to apply to. So you could go to the page they have for university information, see the university you're trying to apply to, what they're asking for, if they have certain GPA, if they have certain experience you need to have, language proficiency, maybe English or Korean. So you'll need to see all the requirements they have, and then look at your qualifications and see if you can apply safely to that university. So if you trust your application, and then you feel like you're gonna get selected almost like 99% or 100%, then go ahead and apply through the university track. If your ultimate goal of this scholarship is to study in a specific university, meaning that you're only applying for this scholarship to study in SNU or Korea University, then applying through the university track will save you a lot of time and effort, and also is less stressful for you. Because if you get admitted in a different university, you will not accept this scholarship. So for you applying to this track, we'll just tell you earlier whether you could invest on this. You could continue applying, or you could simply go and look for a different opportunity elsewhere. On the other hand, if you just want to come to Korea regardless of which university you study at, then you have slightly more chances through the embassy track. Because if you remember, the phase before the last in the embassy track is about the university. So at least one of the 3 universities should accept you. So this gives you 3 chances to get selected. In other words, 3 chances to come to Korea. So if the first university doesn't accept you, and the second university doesn't accept you, at least you have like still one last chance to get accepted. In this case, basically this gives you more chances to come to Korea, statistically speaking, only. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. There is nothing much to talk about this except distinguishing between these two tracks, and then the final decision is always yours. You'll see which one you trust more and which one you feel like you get selected at, and go ahead and apply. So yeah, that's it guys. If you have not watched the previous videos concerning other parts of the application, go ahead and watch them, and make sure you subscribe to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you very much guys for watching, and see you very soon.